Hello and welcome back to the Thursday night props and touchdown calls game or show. I'm going to be breaking down the Thursday night football game, Steelers at Bengals. Should be a fun divisional rivalry here. Neither team are all that exciting in their current form, but at least it should be a close game as these two teams generally go to battle against each other. So we're going to be breaking that down. But before we get into it, I am your host, Tyler Wiemann, and come join us at Props Optimizer. It is absolutely free. It is available on Android, on iOS. You can get it for free. You get all the prop picks that way and all the data you can look at your own on your own, make your own picks, and just check before you bet. Make your informed decisions. Always play responsibly. And let's dive into it and check out this week. Quick review of last night. I said I didn't really like the slate from a betting standpoint, so I just took some Hail Mary shots, and unfortunately, those Hail Marys did not come through. Bill got to the first rung of our ladder. DJ Moore got to both the first and the second rung, failed to get to the third. Obviously, he left injured, unfortunately. And then Casey Washington only had 2 targets. One of his targets was deep enough downfield that it would have at least cashed the first and the second rungs had he caught the ball, but a defender got his hand in there, unfortunately, and batted that away. Now, let's get into it, and let's check out our props and go over the game a little bit. So, game overview. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. 43.5 total, and the Bengals are 5.5-point dogs. As far as injuries, obviously, Joe Burrow is still out. Also, Gesicki is going to be out. Tanner Hudson is questionable. Outside of that, we're ready to go. We got Flacco slinging the rock, as well as Aaron Rodgers on the other side. And unfortunately, the Steelers still will likely be without Calvin Austin. Now, let's dive in to this actual slate and look at the picks, and we'll do that now. So, 3 picks for us today. We got Noah Fant, higher than 26.5 yards. Jamar Chase, higher than 71.5 yards. And Darnell Washington, higher than 18.5. Now let's get over to the breakdowns, starting with Noah Fant. So Underdog's at 26.5. DraftKings is at 25.5. And Noah Fant's hit this in every game this season. LineStar's at 35.4 point projection, and consensus is at 33.6. Now, the big thing here is that Mike Gesicki is out. With that, like in week 1, Gesicki wasn't out, but he was just coming back from injury, and it allowed Noah Fant to play 50% of the snaps, and he got 5 targets. He had 4 targets in week 2, 5 in week 3, 4 last week, and none in week 2, but he barely played with Gesicki out there and also Sample out there. So he has been extremely consistent, and this is an incredible matchup versus the Steelers. They're allowing 71.8 yards per game to the tight end, 0.6 touchdowns. Opponent rank is 29th. Meanwhile, Fant has been extremely consistent, and he's averaging 26.8 yards per game. With Gesicki out, I expect Fant to go from, 25 to 30% of the snaps up to closer to, 40 to 50%. He played 50% in week 1. In week 6, Gesicki only played 3% of the snaps, and Fant stepped in for 49% with Gesicki hurt. So I think Fant is the natural one to take over that receiving work, and it is a great spot versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we're going to go Noah Fant over 25.5. Now we got Jamar Chase, 71.5 receiving yards. LineStar is at 83.4 and consensus at 93.75. The thing about the Steelers defense is they've actually been decent against the run. But against the pass, that is a totally different story. And they are at, they're allowing 0.193 EPA per pass allowed, which is a decent number. They're giving it up. In comparison, the Bengals defense, which is absolutely horrendous, is allowing 0.296 EPA per pass allowed. So while the Steelers are bad, Bengals are absolutely horrendous at 0.29. Those two numbers are not too dramatically different. But the other thing here is Jamar Chase absolutely crushes a nickel D. And the Steelers will play that a ton in passing situations, or if they're able to get a decent lead here on the Bengals. So far, Jamar Chase has a EPA against the 335 nickel D, which is total EPA is 8.06. Per EPA, it's 0.47, which is a giant number. He has just been absolutely crushing this type of defense. And on the year, he does have 12 receptions on 17 targets for 141 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those are very big numbers. And with that, I do think he's going to be able to get over this season. The other aspect is versus Pittsburgh. He gets it done. 96 yards last year, 86 in the other game, 81 in 2023, 129 in 2022. The man just gets it done versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know the Steelers are going to bring it, and most likely scenario is they're leading for most of this game. We have the 4-1 Steelers and the 2-4 Bengals. Bengals have to, scratch and claw for any type of win, and I don't think it's going to come through today. Steelers allowing 160 yards per game to the wide receiver. Next, last and surely not least, we got Darnell Washington. Now, this one, I know people are going to be a little surprised about because they don't see that the Gale saying Chase is going for 200 yards. He's going to be a bit fired up. That is for sure. Now we got Darnell Washington. Now, this one is a little different. I don't know if a ton of people are going to be picking this one, but the fact is that this guy is a beast. He is 6'7". He's almost 270 pounds, runs a 4.6. He is super athletic. He blocks like a lineman, and therefore the Steelers have had him on the field a ton. Over the last 2 games, he has played more than Jonnu Smith or Pat Freiermuth. Over the last 2 games, in week 4, he played 91% of the snaps. After their bye in week 6, he comes and plays 80% of the snaps. He is now a featured part of this offense. While he plays a ton of blocking snaps, he's still going to be used plenty in the receiving game. Last week, 41% of his snaps were run blocking. 5% were pass blocking. 20 snaps were route running. He got 5 targets off those 20 snaps. We have a situation where the Steelers have DK Metcalf, and then nobody really is being used in this passing game. Jonnu Smith is there. He gets 3-4 targets a game. Over the last 2 weeks, Darnell Washington has 3 targets and 5 targets. 62 yards last week. The week prior, 20 yards. This man is an absolute menace, and like Noah Fant, he's in a great spot. 65.8 yards per game is what the Bengals are allowing the Steelers. They rank, the opponent rank is 32. They're allowing 0.8 touchdowns per game. And if we look at the team defense tool, the Bengals are absolutely awful. They are just giving it up, giving touchdowns and yardage out like hotcakes. And I love this spot for Darnell Washington. I think he could be a beast in this league. He is obviously still learning the game, but you don't get many guys his size that can run as well as he does often. And I think we also know that Aaron Rodgers, when he likes somebody, he targets them a ton, and it appears like he is gaining some rapport with Darnell Washington. So those are our 3 picks. We got Jamar Chase higher than 71.5, Noah Fant higher than 25.5, Darnell Washington higher than 18.5 receiving yards. If you enter it on Underdog like I did, remember to hit the promos. Remember to get your boost. And if you're a new customer there, please hit that promo code LineStar to get a deposit match, a sign-up bonus, and also 1 free month of LineStar. Now, let's get into our touchdown call of the day. And for that, I got to go back to my man, Darnell Washington. He is plus 350 for a touchdown. If you look over the last couple weeks, as far as red zone targets, this is the red zone stats page here on LineStar. If we go to the targets, we got 2 targets for Tanner Hudson. Actually, sorry. Let's go to all players. So Kenneth Gainwell leading the way. Then Jamar Chase, Hudson, Higgins, Yosavas, all of these guys are around 2. At 1 is Darnell Washington. Like I said, he has been used all over the field. He has been used in run blocking, in pass blocking. He will surely be used a lot in the red zone because he is an elite run blocker. And that also keeps the defense guessing because they don't know what is he going to do. Is he going to go out and catch a pass, or is he just going to run block? And this man is 6'7", super athletic, and 270 pounds. You think he's not going to be able to box out a defender to get a touchdown? He absolutely can, and he will. And at plus 350, I love the spot when this man is playing as much as he is now. Over the last 2 weeks, he's at 85% of the snaps. I think Darnell Washington is in an interesting spot. And for your DFS contests, you should probably consider him as a flyer, a low-owned flyer. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us today. We will be back with more DFX action for the Thursday night game tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good one. See you all later. Peace.